People have asked me this: what certification I am currently preparing for. Also, which books I would recommend you reading. Well, I have over 60 IT certifications and delivered over 60 official training courses. So, there are too many books that I already read. But of course, I can recommend some. Also, it's not just technical books that I read, I also read marketing, sales, inspirational books as well. But we're gonna focus more on cybersecurity books. This is the fifth episode of 3D, Dean's Dangerous Decisions. These are my decisions that I made in the past that made significant changes in my career and businesses. Which books really helped me build my career? But first, for those who are new to this channel, welcome. I am your host, name's Dean Armada, and I'm the internet's action star. And on this channel, we talk about tech careers and certifications, trivia and tutorials in cybersecurity, trivia and tutorials in cloud and data center, and my journey as an IT instructor. So feel free to check out the rest of the channel and consider subscribing. From my previous videos, I recommend you to get at least 2 certifications a year. 3 or more is obviously better. How about me? How about myself? Okay, alright, so this year, 2022, I've done CKA, the Certified Kubernetes Administrator, and Arista Certified Engineer Level 3. This is the Cloud Journeyman certification, which I'm gonna create a certification review video soon. Okay, so certification review about ACE Level 3 soon, maybe next week or two. Now, I'm currently preparing for F5 CTS ASM, or the Application Security Manager, which is also known as the F5 303 exam. Hopefully, I will be able to pass the exam on the first day. So, before we talk about the books, I decided to go for Pentest Plus and Security Plus. Okay, and I will go for it after passing F5 303. Okay, and maybe you're thinking, why? These are only associate level exams. Why not? I've been talking about these certifications as my top certifications multiple times. And as a vlogger, when I recommend something, I will take it as well. Okay, I started reading it. Okay, both Security Plus and Pentest Plus. And alright, for the Pentest Plus, I already finished 80%. Okay, and it's really awesome. I can tell you, it's awesome. It's an awesome book because they introduce many different ethical hacking tools. Okay, and most of these are for well, because the title is Pentest Plus, obviously this is for penetration testers, but it covers many things from reconnaissance, information gathering, vulnerability scanning, and they talk about many different attacks from exploiting and pivoting, network and web/application attacks. Under network, they don't only talk about wired, they also talk about a lot of wireless. Okay, what else? Scripting for penetration testing. So if you are a programmer or good at scripting, they introduce many scripts, not just Python, but also Bash, JavaScript, Ruby, Perl, etc. Okay, and they also talk about reporting, communications, attacking not just servers, but also cloud technologies as well. So this is really something I would recommend. Pentest Plus, this is a certification from CompTIA, and this is second edition. This certification was only introduced back in 2018. So after 3 years, CompTIA update the certification. Okay, so this is now the second edition. So they only updated like last year, 2021. Okay, so I'll go for this. Probably, I don't know, next year, January or February. Depends on my schedule, but depends on my time. Now, Security Plus. We all know Security Plus is like the the basic cybersecurity certifications. Okay, so fundamentals. So they talk about a lot. Okay, so this is a heavy giant book for me. Normally I only read like small books, so I can bring it anywhere I go. But this baby is huge. But they talk about a lot of things, from basic concept like what is cybersecurity, what is a malware, what are security controls. Um, Now, interesting, chapter 2, they talk about identity and access management, and that's all chapter 2. So they talk about authentication, authorization, access policies, etc. Now, chapter 3, these are network, and under network, they introduce many different security appliances. So it's not just firewalls; they also introduce WAF, IPS, load balancers, and even switch and firewalls. Okay, and they also introduce wireless networks as well, and the many different attacks, host-based attacks and vulnerabilities, threats, common attacks like keyloggers, worms, viruses, um, how to protect attacks from DOS, SYN flaws attacks. So all of these are basics, and not too many detailed, especially on the hands-on side, because Security Plus, the goal is to understand the basic security concepts or cybersecurity concepts, so you can have this good foundation to prepare for Pentest Plus or the CYSA Plus. So this is something that I am currently reading. I only just finished like 10 or 15%. I will continue reading this maybe December if I already passed my F5303. Okay, so these are the two books that I will continue reading until I pass the two exams. Now, what I'm currently reading, aside from Security Plus and Pentest Plus books, actually is more cybersecurity. But before I reveal those books, I want to highlight the other books as well. These books that I have read and personally recommended. If you are into Cisco Firepower, this book is good. Cisco Press, by Rajib. And all right, so if you're into data centers, Cisco data centers to be specific, this book is good. It's not thick. It's actually like 150 pages only. Hyperconverged infrastructure data centers. The reason why I have this book, because I used to deliver UCS and HyperFlex test drive a lot. So these are the 1 and 2 day training. And this book covers not just HyperFlex, okay, or HCI. They cover ACI, servers, virtualizations, and containers as well. So this is really a very helpful book if you want to manage your data center environment. Not only Cisco specific, but virtualization, containers, they all cover. Now, network security through analysis, not a big fan. I read it like 20-30%. Now, this Wireshark for security professionals, this is actually a good book, especially if you want to specialize as a network security analyst. Okay, if you want to analyze the network and find malware or malicious attacks, this is for you. Okay, they also provide a lab setup. Okay, it's containerized, but it's really, really good. Advanced penetration testing, hacking the world's most secure network. I read this like 4 years ago. I enjoyed it. I also have the Cisco DevNet Associate. Yes, I'm an instructor. I have all of the resources or instructor resources in preparing and delivering this course that they must see, the Cisco DevNet Associate certification. But I'm specializing in DevNet, and I really want to pass exam. That's why I also purchased this book. We have the Docker Deep Dive and Kubernetes. So these are my books when I was preparing for CKA. Okay, and Hacker Playbook 3. I remember I was enjoying this book. I didn't really recall a lot, but it's really good. They focus on advanced persistent threats. Okay, and what else? I think that's it. Now, let's talk about the books that I am currently reading, or at least I enjoyed it reading it and using it as my day-to-day resource. Okay, first is the Bug Bounty Bootcamp by Vicky Lee. This is good if you are doing bug bounty hunting or at least specializing in web application security. Okay, and for web application firewall specialists, like you're a WAF or F5 ASM specialist, this is also a good book for you. Now, they not only provide concepts of web attacks, they also show you how to hunt for those vulnerabilities. They also provide and show you how to automate this reconnaissance. Okay, what else? There's a lot. There's a lot of attacks that they provide. They also show you how to bypass firewalls or WAF or other protection. Okay. Also, they provide a little more advanced techniques and how to escalate those web attacks. They also talk about lots of bug bounty programs as well. So this is really, really good book. Okay. And another example, for example, SQL or cross-site scripting. They don't only provide you or show you the basic of cross-site scripting, the basic JavaScript code. They also provide you a little more advanced. Okay, because cross-site scripting is a very, very difficult attack, especially if the destination or the web application is well protected. Okay, what else? I have this pocket creating a small business cybersecurity program, non-technical guide for small business owners. So this is not technical, more of the business perspective or the a leader perspective. So they introduce business model, more on planning and governance. I only read like the first 20 pages. I will read it more in the next few days. I am enjoying more on bug bounty related books. I haven't started reading these two books. So one is Bug Bounty Hunting for Web Security by Sanjeev Sinha, and Bug Bounty Write Up Collection. I really think this is just um, write ups and record of some of the successful bug bounty uh, in the, I don't know what year it is, maybe 2020 or 2019. So this is a very small book. I will read it soon. All right. So for some people, they know that I'm also specializing in Python, not Python as an application developer or mobile developer, but Python as a cybersecurity professional. So I love this book, really. Okay, and this book, the reason why I bought this because I want to create an attack payload and malware using Python. The good thing about this book is they also introduce lots of Python modules. Yeah, they introduce a lot of Python modules, and the Python payload attacks are very diverse from web, email, network, automation. And the good thing about this book is they introduce lots of not just modules but integration to Burp Suite as well. So this is from Justin Sates and Team Arnold. Okay. All right. We also have this mastering Python for networking and security. And to be honest with you, I haven't really read more than page 50. Okay, because it's too thick. I'm not really a big fan of thick books because it's really difficult to bring to a coffee shop or to a mall or park, right? But I see it covers a lot. Okay, it covers a lot. I thought they only talk about Python network security, but they also talk about um, web attacks. Okay, using Python scripts. So you see HTTP programming, socket programming as well. So it's not just web, but other networks. They also talk about web attacks using Python scripts. Not too detailed though, unlike the Bug Bounty Bootcamp book. Just like the Black Hat Python, they also introduce Python security modules. All right, so one reason why I bought this book is they talk about Python forensic, cryptography and analysis, and the security assessment as well. So I will read this book more maybe soon, next month. Now, back to the question. What technical books that are very important that change my life? All right, so I guess first is the CCNA 1 to 4 books. It's not here because that was very old. I used it when I was taking or preparing my CCNA. Okay, this was way back in my CNAP days. So that is four different books: CCNA 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they are this thick, like Security Plus thick. Okay, so this is how thick one CCNA book and four of them. Okay, we use it. I don't know if they still use it now, but before that's how we used when you attend CNAP program or Cisco Network Academy program. So without that, I will not be a CNA, and then I will not continue this path, this journey. Um, so that is CCNA. Now, I read a lot of course materials, right? As an instructor, as an IT professional, because I've done many projects from network security, data center virtualization, and now I'm more into penetration testing, okay, and ethical hacking. But what really, I think this is the book that I will never forget because it literally changed my life. This is the CCIE Professional Development Network Security Technologies and Solution. This is Cisco Press. It's CCIE ebook by Yusuf Baji. How he wrote the book is really, really great. Okay, and I still have this. It's not here on my shelf or in my table. It's on that shelf. Okay, see the blue cloud over there, the blue neon cloud. So there's a book behind it. That's where my network security technology solution book is located. So yeah, so it's obviously it's outdated now. We don't use that anymore. But this book, I probably read it twice when I was preparing for both CCIE Security Written and CCI Security Lab. So that's it. I didn't show everything though. I still have tons of books in my Kindle and instructor materials, which is, I believe, deeper and it's more technical because it has lab exercises. I still also have these old books that I donate. I give it to friends or to previous students or those people who wants to build their IT career. So I have lots of books since 2004. All right, too many books. Okay, I know I probably create a list of top books next time rather than best IT and cybersecurity certifications.